Yeah.
And I wanted to piggyback off you were worried about how you would be perceived, how he would be perceived with the tattoo.
Right.
So that like perfectly slides into what Nikki Kendall was talking about.
Oh, really?
She talked about race and how she had to prepare. She has two black boys. And she had to talk about how her boys are going to be perceived because there are two black boys in America. Right. So I was just curious how racism conversations work in your house.
So I read that question and I'm going to tell you what so I'm not sure. It's Hannah, right? If you know, we lived in Florida for 8 years. So we lived in a small Jewish town called Oviedo. I love it. I would go back tomorrow. But that was 15 minutes from Sanford. And I don't know if you guys know what's significant in Sanford, but that's where Trayvon Martin died. So we were 15 minutes. Jermaine was becoming a teenager. Oh, wow. There was, and Kira, I don't know if you remember our house, but there was a 7-Eleven within walking distance to our house. Yeah. That was petrifying for me because I could imagine my Black son putting on a hoodie and walking to the corner store. And so it was just one of those things where, because we're the minority, I had to have those conversations. And the first conversation I had with him, the thing in Oviedo was to go to the mall to hang out as kids. Well, I had to have to him the conversation with, you go in the mall, what y'all going to do? Well, just walk around, Ma. Well, if you go in the store, don't touch nothing. Don't look at nothing. If you don't have enough money in your pocket, don't even touch it. And so he didn't understand why I was saying that. I'm like, if your friends put something in their pocket, you get away from them. And Man, they're not going to do that, you know. So he never understood why I was having these conversations, why I was giving him these examples. Sometimes you will encounter situations that's not pleasant. And with the cops, you know, now that he's driving, I'm like, hey, if, you know, a cop stop you, you need to call me, FaceTime me, and just let the phone sit down. So it's frustrating to have these conversations. And I have had Caucasian friends cry because they heard me telling Jermaine certain things about the store and all that. And it was like, you shouldn't have to do that. You're right, I shouldn't. But that's just the world we live in. So it's always hard. Kids don't understand why you're having that conversation, but you have it. Just because that's just the world we live in. You know, I've told them, hey, it's things that you're going to see other kids be able to get away with that you're not going to get away with. But that's why you have to make wise decisions, because, you know, our skin is our sin, and it's sad, but you have to remind your kids that that's just the world we live in.